Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220, KHTS. This is Fred Arnold, your host for the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. Very fortunate to have Daniel O'Brien. Daniel O'Brien is the owner and founder of Watford Moving and Storage.
Good morning.
Yes, and the sales manager, Camille. Say that for me so I don't mess it up. Damasio, thank you. A good Italian name, Damasio.
Absolutely.
Very good. So tell me about, you started this business just almost a decade and a half ago.
A decade and a half ago, yeah. We started off as a small delivery firm on Ventura Boulevard. We just went in and out of stores and luckily fell into a company that owned 3 stores, and from 1 month to the next month we had 3 trucks and we're up and running.
Yeah, it just started as an idea.
As it was an idea, as a necessary idea. I was unemployed, had to do something, so deliver furniture.
I tell you what, most great entrepreneurs were unemployed, were laid off, or were looking for that vision, and that's what you did. And that's what the American spirit is all about, and that's what your firm's all about, is starting from the grassroots and really building into something special.
Most definitely. The storage that we do now started off, customers simply asked me, can you store a sofa for me? And I had absolutely nowhere to put it, so I put it in my garage. And that's how the storage started. So that was about 4 months after we started doing deliveries.
So let's talk about deliveries. Now you've matured, if you will, from a small delivery company into a nationwide where you can deliver and help people move. Correct?
Most definitely, we do national, international. So anywhere in the States, anywhere in the world.
You also do local.
Yes, primarily local company. We run 4 26-foot local trucks locally within the area. We service Greater LA out to Palmdale, so anywhere in that neighborhood we can do for you.
And those for those of you that are looking to get out of that apartment and buy their first home, I mean, and are inspired and excited, they need a great moving company. Trust me. Don't do it yourself. The stress of that is incredible.
And the labor.
Exactly. And
yes.
You can't imagine, boy, at the end of the day, isn't it nice to be moved in and then it taking 4 or 5 days to move in?
And I think people will be surprised the pricing. By the time you rent the truck, you give up your time, the 6-pack of beer, the gas, insurance. If you have a smaller move, we come out very comparable. With a hard day's work, we can save you a lot of money.
Yeah, and effort, and injury,
exactly.
You name it. So Camille, throw out some tips real quick on those trying to get a move done. What are some suggestions?
Well, I think definitely in this the busy life and times, time is money and it's value. So as I meet with the clients and you move forward with the preparation, you set the right expectations. Our philosophy on moving forward with business is we deal on a handshake basis, and we book the business. But definitely part of our estimate process is also preparing them so they can be efficient in the move.
And being efficient is important, like starting to pack before
exactly.
the day before.
Exactly.
Well, we always say stay ahead of the ball. Start packing a few weeks beforehand, depending on the size of your premise. But stay ahead of the game. Get the boxes labelled clearly where they're going. The more prepared you are, the more money we will save you.
So what are some of the additional tips on being prepared?
Clearly on labeling them, and then when they're going to their new place, let's match the labels to the rooms they're going in there, and then you don't have to be going, have the constant question, where's this go, where's this go? It's already labeled, and it just can be knocked out.
I got to tell you, that is huge, because some owners think, well, I'll just stand at the front door and tell the movers where it's going, but sometimes you'll say the room upstairs on the right, versus it being clearly labeled, the room that's got the red piece of paper on where everything's labeled red, or whatever the system it is you decide to do. You can go do something else, like figure out how to hook up the washer and dryer, figure out how to make the kids' beds. That's always a nightmare the day you move in, is making sure you can go to bed that night, making sure there's so many basics you have to look at as an owner or as a renter, person getting moved. It's critical. Let's talk about one last element, and that is storage.
Yes,
storage is important because we put all of our stuff in the garage, and we can't even put our car that we own, that we spend all this money on, in the garage to protect it, and it gets broken into.
And we actually have statistics on that. 75% of the homeowners actually can't park their car in the garage.
That's my pet peeve. And I tell my neighbors when I moved in a new neighborhood, one of the things I love is parking in the garage, because we don't have to worry about kids getting hit because cars are parked in the street and people can't see the kids run out. That's my big thing. Tell me about your storage facility.
Well, we have 20,000 square feet. We do what they call containerized storage, which is the wooden crates. So we bring it in, we wrap it, we take full responsibility for it. Unlike, I don't want to say brand names, but a local storage here that's open to the public. We are 100% in charge of the whole storage. You want it with full service, so you come in, we get it out for you, we put it in. So
Is there a charge to access your storage vault?
a minimal charge of $35, and that could be anything from 1 volt to 8 volts, whatever you got, and we'll take care of it for you. We do, depending on the size of the move, we do either 30 or 60 days free storage to begin with, plus our great rates, especially locally coming into the storage, we work with our rates as well.
Yeah.
So there's no reason not to.
And if you're looking at avoiding a double move or you have to have a double move because your home's not ready yet, or you sell your home first and then
Yes.
rent, that's a solution.
Very, very much so. I did an estimate last night where the lady was coming in. She needs, I believe it was 45 days of storage, so I did a 30 days free storage, and then we would prorate daily for her, so she's not even paying for the full second month. So, we'll work with those rates, especially with the storage coming in.
Yeah, when it's all in one. Those that want to find out more, get a bid, get a quote, get some advice, get some consultation, how can they reach you?
Toll-free number is 888-928-4424.
And Camille,
And then on our website, you can go to www.watfordmoving.com.
no, thank you very much. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for supporting the Chamber of Commerce, and thanks for allowing us to spotlight your organization, and much success to you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. See you
Fred.
again.
It's
Thank
been
you.
great.
Absolutely. Daniel O'Brien and Camille from Watford Moving and Storage. This has been Business Spotlight on AM 1220 KHTS.